Hi, let's begin our practice today in a comfortable seated position, either sitting on a block or sitting down on your mat or blanket. And let's start by bringing your hands to your knees or your thighs, taking a deep breath in, and then a big sigh out, exhale. On your next inhale, reach your arms out and up, lifting tall through the fingertips. And as you exhale, take your right hand down to the right and stretch up and over to the left. Turn your gaze up underneath your arm and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, both arms reach back up. Exhale, left hand down to the left, reach up and over to the left. Look underneath your right arm and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together and down. Switch the cross of your ankles or your shins here, and on your next inhale, lift your arms back up to the ceiling or the sky. Exhale into cactus elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, twist to the right side. So plant your left hand down on your right thigh or your right knee. And then sit up nice and tall here, lifting your back arm, your right arm, up towards the sky, and then take another side stretch. Lifting your gaze and keep both sides of your hips nice and rooted into your mat. Take a deep breath in and lengthen your torso. Exhale and stretch up and over. One more breath in and breath out. Good. Slowly release your arm down, and on your next breath in, reach both arms up into the center. Exhale, lengthen and twist to your left. Plant your right hand down, press your back fingertips down and sit up nice and tall. And then slowly, gently lift your back arm up and grow tall first, and then exhale, lean over to the right. So finding that side stretch here. Inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Exhale, reach up and over. One more breath. Good. Slowly release your back hand down, and on your inhale, lift both arms up one more time. Exhale, palms together, hands to your heart center. Relaxing your shoulders here, lengthen tall through the crown of your head, taking a breath in, and a big sigh out, exhale. Good. Now make your way to tabletop position, hands and knees. Set your hands underneath your shoulders here, spreading your fingers wide, knees underneath your hips. And as you inhale, press firmly through your hands and lift your chest up into cow. And then exhale and round into cat back, and send your hips back towards your heels a little bit here. Inhale again, chest comes up. Lift your gaze up, exhale and round your spine, maybe pressing back towards your heels. And then one more time, inhale, cow position. Exhale into your cat back. Inhale to neutral spine. And then on your exhale, go ahead and take your right leg, send it long. So stretch it back, bring your toes down, your foot down to the mat, and send your left toes off to the left side of your mat. As you inhale, reach your right arm up here, and then option to stretch up and over. So reaching the right arm alongside your right ear, really lengthening from your heel of your right foot through your right fingertips. Breathing here, draw your navel towards your spine. Press down through the left hand, one more breath, really pressing through your fingertips. Good, and then slowly release, coming back to tabletop. We'll take it to the other side. The left leg stretches long, foot comes down, turn your foot to the side, and take your right toes off to the right edge. Now anchor into the right fingertips, and inhale, lift your left arm up, opening up your chest here, really finding that stretch down the left side. You can reach through the left fingertips, opening up your chest. Breathe here. Maybe stretching one more time, a little bit longer through the left arm. And then release back to tabletop. From here, we're gonna find our downward facing dog. Walk your hands in front of your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up and back. Go ahead and pedal out your feet. Let your head release. You can turn your head from side to side here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Lift your heels up high. Bend your knees and slowly bring the knees back down to tabletop. As you inhale, come up into kneeling position. We'll step the right foot forward here. So take a nice big step with your right foot, bending into your right knee. We're gonna inhale, slowly bend into that right knee. Relax your shoulders as you exhale. Good, either keeping your left toes tucked or untucked. On your next breath in, reach your arms up and overhead. Inhale, stretch up through your fingertips. And then exhale, cactus your elbows and really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. One more time, big breath in. Exhale. Take your left hand down to the inside of your right foot and just reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Hug your right knee in towards you. Take a deep breath in and out. Slowly release your right hand down. Step that right foot back, the right knee back, and rise up on your inhale. Come back up to kneeling. And then take a big step forward with your left foot, finding that lunge position, softening into the left knee. Try to stack your knee and your ankle about in the same line. Once you're there, inhale, arms reach forward and up. As you inhale, lift and lengthen a little bit, and as you exhale, cactus your arms, maybe bending into the left knee a little bit more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your shoulders or your elbows, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, reach. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale and bend. Good, and then right hand down. Left hand reaches up, hug your left knee in, and lengthen up here. Keep your spine nice and long. Slowly release your left hand down, step your left knee back, and then walk your hands again in front of your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, send your hips back. Find some movement here or stillness. Release your neck, letting your head be free to move if it feels good to turn your head side to side. Good, and then this time, walk your feet and your hands towards the center of your mat and find ragdoll, just bending your knees slightly, reaching for opposite elbows, maybe dangling and swaying a little side to side. Good, and then we'll let the hands come down, turn your toes out, walk your heels a little wider, turn your toes out and find Malasana, yogi squat. So dropping your hips, bring your palms together, prayer hands, bring your elbows to your knees, and then draw your gaze forward, hug your knees into your elbows. And then see if you can deepen your breath here. Perhaps even just allowing the breath to move naturally in and out through your nose. Allowing the body here to receive 2 more breath cycles. And then we'll go ahead and bring one hand down in front, one hand down and back, and just slowly come down to seated, extending your legs out in front of you. So it might be helpful here to sit up on a pillow or a folded blanket, lifting the hips up a little bit higher. You're gonna flex your feet, inhale, lift and lengthen through your fingertips, reach your arms up to the sky, and then exhale, forward fold. Reaching for your ankles or your feet or your toes, lifting your heart forward first, and then exhale, gently draw your chest forward and down. Inhale, lengthen your spine as best as you can. Exhale, fold. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift. Draw your chest forward as you fold. One more time. Good. Slowly and mindfully release, bringing your torso back up. You're gonna bend your knees here and scooch forward a little bit, coming all the way down onto your back. So slowly recline onto your back. Should feel good. And hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. And then bringing your legs into a tabletop, we're gonna cross the right ankle over your left thigh and hug your left leg in for pigeon on your back, or figure 4 here. Draw your left leg straight back towards you. Feel free to roll your left toes around in one direction and then reverse and go the opposite direction. Good. Relax your shoulders here and focus on breathing all the way in through your nose. And taking a nice deep, complete exhale. Good. Slowly come out of this side, crossing and switching the left ankle over the right thigh. Hug your right thigh straight back towards you. And go ahead and feel free to take those ankle circles on the right. Go the opposite direction. Good, and then pausing and feel your shoulders anchoring down, pulling down towards the mat, navel towards your spine, and take a deep breath in through your nose. Try to soften your shoulders as you exhale. Good, and then release, hug your knees into your chest. And go ahead and bring your feet down to your mat. Walk your feet wide and let your knees fall to the right. We're going to take our left arm and stretch it up and overhead or straight out to the left. An option to place your right heel on top of your left thigh if you want to deepen the pose, or keep the right foot grounded. And then once you're here, see if you can just melt a little bit more into the shape. Feel your body start to soften here, breathing in and out. Take your time and release. Coming back to the middle, we're going to bring the left arm down. Keep your feet wide, your knees bent, and then take your knees to the left. Option to bring your left heel on top of your right thigh and reach the right arm either out or overhead here, softening. Once your body is in place, feel your elbows and relax, your palms relax, and just feel your breath moving. Finding even just a capacity to feel and be aware of this breath in the body that keeps our body vital, keeps us alive. And just noticing that. Something very subtle, something very familiar, very critical. Take one more breath here. Go ahead and release. Bring your knees back to the center. Go ahead and hug your knees in one more time, and rocking on that lower back, we're going to take happy baby. So reach for your ankles or your big toes, the outer edges of your feet. Pull your knees down, pull your feet down, and you can bring your elbows to the insides of your knees. If it feels good, rock a little side to side, or just stay right in the center. Focusing here on drawing your shoulders down. See if you can pull your tailbone down towards the mat, kind of really pressing it down a little bit into your mat. And then breathe into your belly. And a big exhale. Let the soles of your feet come together. Reach for your feet with your hands and just pull your feet in towards you, letting your knees splay open, finding one more stretch here. And then we'll bring our feet down to the mat and stretch your legs long. Slide it back a little bit. Let your toes fall out to the sides. Your hands can rest either by your sides if that's comfortable, or on your torso, maybe on your ribs, on your belly. Tuck your chin just slightly towards your chest, and then fully relax your body here. Moving into Shavasana, just becoming aware of what sensations you're noticing. Where can you soften? What sounds do you hear around you? Just becoming still and quiet for a couple of moments. Allowing everything to be as it is. When you're ready, just gently inviting a little bit of movement back into your toes, back into your fingertips. Keeping a connection and a sense of ease in your body, you just begin to slowly make your way to one side. And then take your time to press down into the mat and lift yourself up into seated, just like we started. Coming into seated pose, we'll bring our palms together. And just taking a moment during this time, right before Thanksgiving, to just feel a sense of grounded gratitude, just for the very simple, the essential things such as our breath, our ability to move and breathe and be. Thank you for sharing this practice. Thank you for practicing in general, being a student. Namaste.